members of various branches, members of parliament, members of legislatures, their worships, our mayors, our councillors, the media, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I think that the matter has been put in a nutshell very clearly by our chairperson of the election committee, Mr. Singh, because today, right here in the heart of Durban, the IFP is sending a very simple message to the people of South Africa, not to the party, to the people of South Africa. Get ready to vote. That's our message, short and simple. When it comes to something as important as shaping the future, there are things you need to prepare for. Now, the first thing on the checklist is registering. If you want to become part of a conversation of the national discourse, if you want your voice to be heard, if you want to decide your own future, you need to register to vote. You could be the greatest activist in your party that ever lived. But if you don't register, you won't be allowed to make your mark on the ballot paper. Friends, there's not much time left. The election date, as Mr. Singh hinted, will soon be proclaimed. And the moment it is published, no one will be allowed to register anymore. This door will close then, and those left on the outside will need to wait for another 5 years before they can cast their vote. Because time is getting short, time is of the essence, the Electoral Commission of South Africa, the IEC, will be holding its final voter registration weekend on Saturday the 26th and Sunday the 27th of January. That's not 10 days, comrades, from now. On that weekend, 22,927 voting stations throughout the country will open from 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. What I'm launching today is our campaign to encourage you to visit your station. If you haven't registered, put a reminder on your phone. Decide now which day you're going and what time you'll go and who you'll take with you. This is an event not to be missed. It's a pivotal moment of history. You don't even need to wait for that weekend, if I may emphasize. You don't need to wait for that weekend. If you can get an IEC office today, or any day this month, between 8 and 5, you can take your green ID book or your ID smart card and go and register. There's an IEC office just 15 minutes from here. Know where to go, check the IEC's website, or ask an IFP leader or an IFP volunteer. I know that I'm speaking mostly to young people, because more than half of our population is under 30. But South Africans aged between 16 and 30, unfortunately, have the lowest rate of voter registration. This is bad news, and that makes no sense to me whatsoever. Because you are the change makers, you are the thought leaders, you are the opinion shapers, you are the future of this country. Tomorrow belongs to you. The vast majority of South African voters should be youth. It should be youth. Let's put this right by getting you, therefore, to register. The future is made up by those who participate. I know you have something to say. So make sure that you can say what you want to say. when that moment arrives. When South Africa goes to the ballot box, make sure that you can join in. Don't be an onlooker. Don't do what one poet says, that they also only serve and wait. There's been a lot of talk about having confirm your address, postal address, residential address, even if you are already registered. So each one of us, this is based on a court decision to ensure that we double up on the integrity of the election process, keeping votes free and fair. But you don't need to take proof of address to a voting station. As long as you tell them where you live, your address will be considered confirmed. We are not going to be stopped from voting this time around if you haven't confirmed your address. That's not going to happen. The court has given the IEC until November 2019 to populate the voters' roll with residential addresses of all voters. Still, I urge you, comrades, to do it now, because this is how we ensure that we have a free and fair election. Remember talking to His Excellency, Dr. Salim Ahmed Salim, who was then the Secretary of the OAU, saying to him, Your Excellency, has there ever been a free and fair election in Africa? So he sort of giggled, yes, of course, if it is credible. So that's why I'm skeptical. So if you don't need the proof of your address, then the question, what do you need? Do you need banking details and payslips? Not older than 3 months? Not at all. Voting is your democratic right. If you are at least 16 and a South African citizen, as we all are, you can take your old green barcoded ID or your new smart card or even temporary ID certificate, and that's all you need to register. Don't complicate it. It's simple. You won't be able to vote till you turn 18, but the sooner you register, the better. The sooner you are ready. Registered voters are ready voters, in other words. We are ready to shape South Africa. Today, the IFP, therefore, is sending hundreds of volunteers into the streets of Durban to raise awareness to voter readiness. If you are registered, give us a high five. Your high five says, I'm registered, I'm ready. The volunteers here today are doing an exceptional service to democracy. You are the champions of the IFP. I want personally to thank you for joining the campaign. Be ready with answers to the questions you will get from the people you meet in the streets. Be ready to give a reason why we should vote and why we must vote IFP.